Welcome to Watermelon. From awkward speeches and unexpected stage crashers to hilarious mishaps and celebrity feuds, here are the funniest and most unforgettable moments in award show history. "2016 was a great time when Chris Rock could joke about Jada Pinkett Smith without worrying about getting slapped. That year, Jada boycotted the ceremony due to the so-called lack of diversity among the nominees.
Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited.
The 1998 Grammys were truly unforgettable for Bob Dylan. He won in 3 categories, but the real surprise came during his performance of Lovesick, when a half-naked man suddenly invaded the stage. Security didn't realize right away that this wasn't part of the show, though Bob Dylan's bemused face said it all. As a result, the guy got a solid 30 seconds of wild dancing before they finally took him away.
Girls, just a reminder, it's not how big the banana is, it's how you sit on it.
In 2014, Kristen Stewart became the first American actress to win a César Award, the French equivalent of the Oscars. She won Best Supporting Actress for her role in Clouds of C. Maria.
My hands are like, no, I just feel like I can't open my
I think she really pissed off that guy. To understand why she refused to take the trophy in her hands, let's go back to the 2009 MTV Movie Awards.
And that's so awesome, and I thank you all for doing it.
The Oscars have a traditional in memoriam segment, which honors film industry professionals who've passed away. In 2017, one of them was costume designer Janet Patterson. However, the photo appearing on the screen wasn't hers. It belonged to her friend, producer Jan Chapman, who was very much alive. The actual Janet Patterson is in the center of this photo, while the other person mistaken for her is seen on the left. It was a terrible mix-up, but Oscar history has seen an even bigger one. In 2017, La La Land won 6 awards and was later announced as Best Picture of the Year.
Come on. La La Land.
For 3 minutes, around 20 people involved in the film celebrated on stage and gave acceptance speeches, only to find out it was a mistake.
I'm sorry, no, there's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
However, everyone in the audience thought it was a joke.
This is not a joke. Moonlight has won Best Picture. Moonlight, Best Picture.
It turned out that Warren Beatty was given the wrong envelope.
I opened the envelope and it said, Emma Stone, La La Land.
As you might have guessed, it was the envelope for Best Actress. However, the presenters just went with it.
That's why I took such a long look at Faye and at you. I wasn't trying to be funny.
Got my stuff, I'm at the door. Now I'm the one you're begging for. Don't know what you got until it's gone.
In 2016, Hollywood faced major backlash for its nominees being not inclusive enough. So, in the following years, things changed significantly. In 2020, Ricky Gervais hosted the Golden Globes and couldn't ignore the topic.
We were going to do an in memoriam this year, but when I saw the list of people that had died, it wasn't diverse enough. No. It was mostly white people, and I thought, nah, not on my watch.
Leo DiCaprio has a history of dating women in their early 20s and breaking up with them before they hit 26, which seems like the perfect material to roast him.
Once upon a time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long, Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. So...
Love you. Good luck. I'll see you over there. Love you.
It's like looking in a mirror. Oh.
In 1998, Christine Lottie won a Golden Globe for her performance in Chicago Hope, but the actress was nowhere to be seen.
Is she here? Christine, I'm not leaving till you come get this, because I know you want this.
The awkward wait lasted almost 3 minutes before she finally appeared on stage, drying her hands with a towel. It turned out she just picked the wrong moment to visit the bathroom.
I was just flushing the toilet and someone said, "You won," and I thought they were joking, and I thought, what a terrible joke. Oh my God.
In the middle of her AMA acceptance speech, Ariana Grande saw a countdown timer appear on the teleprompter, signaling her to wrap it up.
Thank you to the AMAs for nominating me, and I have 10 seconds. Oh my God, I have 9 seconds. That's too intimidating. Monty, Charlie, Wendy, Republic, Record Scooter, Allison, Jen, Stephanie, Dan Schneider, Nickelodeon. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting my music career. And I love you guys so much. Thank you.
Making Joaquin Phoenix genuinely laugh is no easy task, so Steve Martin has every reason to be proud.
Maybe critics are right, maybe Hollywood movies are too violent. Now, I took a 9-year-old kid to see Gladiator, and he cried through the entire film. Now, maybe it was because he didn't know who I was.
We got a thing for the ladies. The ladies got a thing for the hot king.
Okay, if you haven't, get off my train. Cookies for everyone tonight.
For Lawrence, she was previously nominated in this category for Winter's Bow.
You guys are just standing up because you feel bad that I fell, and that's really embarrassing, but thank you.
At the 2018 Oscars, Mark Ruffalo had an awkward moment when he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor. When the presenter announced Mark, he thought he had won, until he realized that Mark Rylance was in the same category.
Mark Rylance, Bridge of Spies.
And the distance between Raw and Lance ended up being an hour for me. Mark Raw, and everyone went into slow motion. My wife was like, went into the slow scream like.
Taylor Swift experienced the same thing at the 2014 Grammys when her album Red was up for Album of the Year, alongside Daft Punk's Random Access Memories.
Random access memories, Daft Punk. Random access memories, Daft Punk.
One of the most famous cases of streaking, running naked in public, happened at the 1974 Academy Awards.
Quite likely.
Struggling to hold back his laughter, host David Niven managed to keep his composure and delivered a witty comeback.
But isn't it fascinating to think that probably the only laugh that man will ever get in his life is by stripping off and showing his shortcomings.
50 years later, this moment was referenced in a skit that led to John Cena stepping on stage naked, the perfect way to present the award for Best Costume Design.
Costumes. They are so important. Maybe the most important thing there is. I can't open the envelope without
Because this is a Grammy moment that millions of us have been waiting for. This performance marks the return of a man who was born to make music.
Jennifer Lopez wearing this dress at the Golden Globes was the perfect setup for a joke, and Jeremy Renner gladly took that opportunity.
And the Golden Globe goes to... You want to open it?
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
I have the nails.
Yeah, get after it. You got the globes, too. Billy
At the 2013 Billboard Music Awards, Miguel delivered a knockout performance, quite literally, for one unlucky audience member. In 2014, Johnny Depp was invited to the Hollywood Film Awards to announce the winner for Best Documentary. Sounds like an easy task, but the actor was a bit too drunk even for that.
I'm not very good at this kind of thing.
For a whole minute, he struggled to stay on his feet and slurred his way through the teleprompter script. From the moment he stepped on stage, it was clear something memorable was about to happen.
That's the weirdest microphone I've ever seen in my life. Look at it. I mean, right? All right.
Anna Nicole Smith found herself in a similar situation at the 2004 Billboard Awards when she was supposed to introduce Kanye West.
And if I ever record an album, I want this guy to produce make me beautiful duet.
Just like with Johnny Depp, her very first words made it clear she probably shouldn't have been on stage that day.
Like my body?
Both of these folks had one job, but were too wasted to do it. Meanwhile, Kendall Jenner was completely sober, but still failed to introduce 5 Seconds of Summer, even with a teleprompter.
Now we welcome one... Guys, I'm the worst reader. They're only getting bigger. Take a look.
And I want to thank my haters too because they be downloading my stuff so they can hear it and talk crap about it, but it benefits me.
Adele unexpectedly dropped the F-bomb on live TV when she messed up her tribute to George Michael at the 2017 Grammys.
I know it's live TV, I'm sorry I can't do it again like last year. I'm sorry for swearing and I'm sorry for starting again. I'm sorry for swearing, I'm really sorry.
At the Brits 2000, the presenters were going to announce the best soundtrack as a drunk man suddenly appeared on stage.
Brandon Block!
Bye, mate. Bye.
Get off stage, Ick.
Fantastic, I don't have to move it.
The DJ, who wasn't even nominated for any award, had been pranked by his friend into thinking he had won.
Okay, confusion. The winner is Notting Hill.
Liam Payne and his girlfriend Cheryl were interviewed by Jack Whitehall, but Est Haim, who was sitting behind them, stole the show.
Fellow watching at home, should we give him a wave just in case? Hello, Niall. Don't stop. Wow. Okay, time now for a break.
That's smile, and as you walk, guys, right here, big smile.
That's all right.
Cardi B opened the 2018 VMAs with a pretty bad joke, but it's the audience reaction that never fails to make my day.
It's a full house, everybody's here. No wonder my internet going slow. Y'all taking all the service.
At the 2012 Oscars, Ryan Seacrest learned an important lesson. Don't interview Sacha Baron Cohen unless you're ready to become part of the skit.
The interesting thing is it's actually made by South Korea. No, sorry. You've got Kim Jong. Hey, you've got.
Do you think that I'm lucky? Is this a vision of luck?
From 2012 to 2017, the Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series was ridiculously predictable. Julia Louis-Dreyfus won every single year for her role in Veep. But in 2014, Bryan Cranston managed to add at least a little surprise to this moment.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Over her career, she's won 5 Emmys and had 18 nominations. Previous wins have been for Seinfeld, The New Adventures of Old Christine, and Veep.
In the early 2000s, Christina Aguilera had a beef with Eminem after she publicly commented on his personal life. This led to both of them dissing each other in their songs. At the 2002 VMAs, Eminem won Best Male Video. And guess who was chosen to present the award?
Interesting. Eminem.
At the 2018 People's Choice Awards, Nicki Minaj won Female Artist of the Year. Her acceptance speech ended with the most unexpected shout-out ever.
And shout out to Donatella Versace for custom making this outfit for me. And shout out to Michael B. Jordan because he's gonna be taking it off of me tonight.
What's next for Meryl Streep?
What's next for Meryl Streep? Yeah. I just think they're all gonna realize that she just doesn't have what it takes.
Wow.
At the 2012 BAFTAs, Meryl Streep was named Best Actress of the Year for her portrayal of Margaret Thatcher in The Iron Lady. But as she walked up to accept her award, she ended up looking more like Cinderella. At the 2012 Brit Awards, Adele won Best British Album of the Year, but she was so angry that she flipped off the camera on live TV.
But that finger was to the suits of the Brit Awards, not to my fans.
The show was running over schedule, and producers had to make time for Blur's performance. So they sent host James Corden to cut off Adele in the middle of her acceptance speech.
I'm so sorry. And I can't believe I'm about to cut off.
Me off.
I'm so sorry.
Can I just say then, goodbye, and I'll see you next time round, yeah? To say, I got cut off during my speech for Best Album and I flung the middle finger.
Thank you. And you know who I want to thank? I want to thank me. For believing in me and doing what they said I could not do.
Sorry, Idris Elba, you're making me a bit nervous. But I'm just sociologically programmed to want chocolate on Valentine's Day.
In the 90s, Liam and Noel Gallagher regularly insulted Robbie at interviews, calling him a fat dancer from Take That and mocking his music. In response, Robbie took it to another level at the Brit Awards, using his acceptance speech to challenge Liam publicly to a fight.
Liam, 100 grand of your money, 100 grand of my money, we'll get in the ring and we'll have a fight and you can all watch it on TV. What do you think about that?
And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content. And see you next time.